Welcome to the Professional Women's Wellness Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Peggy Gleason, creator of the Mindful Eating Approach, where I help professional women and business owners with a tailored path to weight loss and self-confidence without the stress of restrictive diets, time-consuming exercise regimes, or medications. I help you transform your eating habits to enhance all areas of your wellness, and we always offer inspiration, motivation, and education with amazing gifts. Welcome to the first episode of the Professional Women's Wellness Podcast. This is a place where ambitious professional women meet total well-being. I'm your host, Dr. Peggy Gleason, creator of the Mindful Eating Approach, conquering emotional eating, transforming eating habits to enhance all areas of your life. And we always offer inspiration, motivation, and education with amazing gifts. Today, we will set the stage for what will be an enlightening journey together. I help professional women like you, especially business owners, revolutionize their relationship with eating. We're not just talking about food in terms of calories or nutrients. We're diving deeper into the emotional, psychological, and social threads that are woven into our eating habits. As a professional woman, I understand the unique challenges you face. Your day might be a whirlwind of meetings, decisions, managing teams, taking care of families, taking care of your home, and it leaves very little time for self-care, right? Well, here we understand that, and I'm dedicated to offering you solutions that not only work, but fit into your busy lifestyle. Each episode of this podcast will bring you insights from experts, real stories from women who are on the path to wellness, and actionable tips that you can implement right away. We'll explore topics ranging from overcoming emotional eating to discovering methods to manage stress. But that's not all we're going to be talking about food. We're holistic here, meaning we're going to talk about wellness in terms of your entire well-being. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your finances, your intimacy, everything that comes with it, right? So we will hear from experts in various fields of healing and expect discussions on mental clarity, physical health, emotional resilience, and spiritual fulfillment, all essential for a balanced life. And I promise you, you will walk away from each episode not just inspired, but equipped with practical knowledge to enhance your well-being. So let's dive in to our topic for today. It's called the escape from the restrictive diet trap. Now, I know many of you have been on that roller coaster of diets, calorie counting, and food restrictions. But what if I told you there is a way to break free from that cycle and truly enjoy a fulfilling relationship with food? That's exactly what I'm going to explore with you today. Have you ever felt trapped by the restriction of dieting? Most of us have been there, trying to follow strict meal plans, feeling guilty about every little cheat food that we take, and constantly battling with cravings. There's a way that doesn't involve deprivation or guilt, but instead focuses on mindfulness, freedom, and joy. I'm going to lead you on a journey of discovery, a journey that's less about what you eat and more about the how, when, why, and where you eat. It's about shifting your perspective, reclaiming your power, and nurturing a positive relationship with food and your body. So what does it mean to be mindful, to eat mindfully? Well, it's about bringing full awareness to your present moment, engaging in all of your senses, and truly savoring each bite. It's about listening to your body's hunger and fullness cues, honoring your cravings without judgment, and finding pleasure in nourishing yourself. Now imagine sitting down to a meal without distractions, such as screens, TVs, phones, or maybe while you're multitasking or rushing through the meal to get to the next task on your mind. Just you and your food in perfect harmony, and perhaps being with good company. That's the beauty of mindful eating. It's not about a set of rules. It's about reconnecting with your innate wisdom and trusting your body to guide you. So when I refer to when you eat, it's how often, maybe. Like, do you eat 3 square meals a day and several snacks? Do you eat the meals at the same time every day? And that's interesting because many people do. Are you a night eater? Or do you graze throughout the day? Or do you eat only when you're hungry? I would love to meet you. How about why you eat? This is a very important part of it. It's probably the most important part. When you eat when you're hungry. Okay, you know that. But how about when you're tired, bored, stressed, or maybe you just eat out of habit? Maybe you don't even figure out you're not even hungry. It could be the seafood diet. You see the food and you eat it. I've been there and done that. Emotional eating is something that many people struggle with, and sadly, it results in even more stress, more health issues, and of course, weight concerns. So the where we eat is also very interesting. So for instance, do you eat in the car? I bet many of you listening do that. We're always on the run, right? I mean, we grab food whenever we need it, right? We think we need it anyway. Do you eat in front of your computer while working? How about when you stand in front of the refrigerator or pantry thinking that something you want is going to magically appear? Do you eat at home or in restaurants or at drive-through windows? These all attribute to how you eat. Are you a slow eater or a fast eater? Eating fast has a profound effect on you. For me, that has always been my most challenging part. I grew up in a house with 3 firefighters who all ate like their own pants were on fire. If the fire alarm sounded, they'd all race to the door and run to the fire. I started eating fast after college due to my job. As a critical care nurse, I was on a perpetual grab-and-go diet. I'd run to the nurses' lounge, grab what I bought in for lunch, eat it really fast, and go back to my patient. Now, unfortunately, this behavior dictated how I ate for the rest of my life until I learned the skill of mindful eating. By the way, as a side note, did you know that your metabolism slows down when you eat fast and it increases when you eat slow? So think about that the next time you're shoving something down your throat because you're in a hurry. You really have to think about the speed. And one of the first things I will tell you to do to encourage that is, and this was something I learned when I was training for mindfulness at Duke Integrative Medicine. And the first thing we learned is put down your fork in between bites and let it go. And then it will give you more awareness of how it tastes and different flavors you're eating and different flavors you're tasting, and perhaps you're going to notice your teeth contacting. And there's many different parts of mindful eating, but putting your fork down and letting it go between bites and then picking it up after you swallow is a really good first tip. When you embrace mindful eating, You are not just changing the world, the way you eat, you're transforming the entire relationship with food in your body. First and foremost, mindful eating helps you release shame and guilt. By letting go of rigid rules and restrictions, you free yourself from the cycle of self-judgment and criticism. So instead of beating yourself up over an unhealthy meal or a missed workout, you learn to approach yourself with kindness and compassion, and that is truly empowering. Another major benefit of mindful eating is increased confidence and less body shame. When you trust yourself to make choices that honor your body's needs, you feel more confident in your ability to navigate the world of food. You become less reliant on external rules and more in tune with your inner wisdom, which is a powerful place to be. And let's not forget about the physical benefits. Studies have shown that mindful eating can lead to improved digestion, better nutrient absorption, and even weight loss, all without the stress and deprivation of the other traditional diets. When you eat mindfully, you're more likely to choose foods that truly nourish you, leaving you feeling energized, satisfied, and vibrant. Now, I just gave you a snippet of things you can learn with mindful eating, but I would love for you to tune in each week to our podcast and continue all of these little tidbits of education and encouragement. Thanks for listening and supporting the Professional Women's Wellness Podcast. If you would like to attend training sessions by our amazing podcast guests and have a chance to connect, join the Professional Women's Wellness newsletter. For more details and to sign up, scan the QR code or click the link in the description. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast. Each week, we will select a reviewer who will receive free access to my $197 course, Goodbye Night Bites, a 30-day journey to stop emotional eating at night. Please subscribe to get notifications of future episodes.